Hi guys, welcome to the Happy Bee is going to help you cook at home. The first thing I'd like to do is teach you how to make flour tortillas. And what we have here is 2 cups of white flour, bleached flour. And then what I'm going to put, for every cup of flour, I'm putting a teaspoon, I apologize, a half a teaspoon of baking powder. So I've got 2 cups in there, so I'm going to go ahead and put the teaspoon baking powder. Oops, I just spilled my salt. And a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to get a little bit more from here. And again, it's like a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and then what I'm going to do now is mix it all up with my little Bea'a spatula. So what I do is just mix it up, and I just want to make sure that you're aware of that sometimes the flour gets compacted in your container, so you may need a little bit more salt or water more than anything. So I just mix it all together, flour, salt, and baking soda. The next thing I'm going to do is add a 1/4 cup of oil. You can use lard or oil, and I've been using oil for quite a while now. So what I do is just put the oil in, and then just kind of mix it all in with the flour. And it just takes a few seconds to mix it up. And it's going to be a little bit crumbly, I guess is the word that I would use. But that's what makes the dough come together, your oil. And if my face is out of sight, it's okay, because what I want to make sure that you see is the flour. See, there's the flour, and it's a little bit crumbly. See, there's little crumbles there. And that's the oil that's gonna bring the dough together, or the flour together, to make the dough. And what I do is I put a 1/4 cup to every cup of water. I put just a little bit more here, just so that I would have it in case I need it. So I'll start with most of it. And it's pretty hot water. Some people make it with cold water, some people with warm water. What I'm doing is I like to make it with pretty hot water, because what will happen is, to me, it helps it rise. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my preference. So whatever and however you like to use the water, it's up to you, because I've seen different recipes out there. And I've seen it done in Spanish a lot, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to put it out in English, just my different recipes or whatever, And here's the dough, guys. And for every cup of dough that you make, you're going to end up with 4 tortillas. Oops, I put all of it in here. And so just be mindful as to how many tortillas you want to make. And I'm putting a little bit of flour because I put the extra water in. And that's what's going to happen a lot of the times. Either you're going to put just exactly the right amount, or you may need a little bit more water. And because I was talking, I didn't pay attention to stop on time so that my dough wouldn't be so loose. But it's coming together now. And I'm going to show you the bowl. Here's our dough. And I'm just kneading it, kind of putting it all together. And the next thing I'm going to do is empty bowl, dough. And I'm going to cover up the dough just for a few minutes. And the other thing I have is I've got my, sorry, I'm barely learning how to use this thing. My comal, so that I can put the tortillas on it. I have it on high, it's a gas stove, just to heat it up. And then I turn it down to 8 so that I can, so it'll be ready for my tortillas. Oops, sorry, I'm gonna learn how to use this. For now, this is the first one I do, so forgive me. But anyway, let me put all this stuff away, put it in the sink. And I failed to, I spilled some of my salt, so I had to makeshift in my hand. So I've got my tortilla holder ready, and let's look at our dough a couple minutes later. And what I do is I make I just hold my hand out and make a little ball, okay? Let's see if we get 8 tortillas, at least 8 tortillas out of this. Here you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to have a little bit of dust on your hands from the masa. And I'm going to wash my hands because I don't like the dryness on my hands. But all I'm doing is making what we call a little ball, so that when we roll it out, it'll come out pretty round. Don't worry about whether the tortilla comes out round or lopsided. I remember when I was learning how to make these tortillas, we would always laugh, my sisters and I, because we didn't know we were making the state of Colorado, Texas, California, but the taste was pretty good, and it takes a little bit. Let me wash my hands real quick, and then we'll continue. And the comal is about ready for us to go ahead and do put the tortillas on there. I'm no professional. I'm just here at home, and I thought, well, there's a lot of people at home now, and hopefully they will try this and see that it's not really difficult to make, and you'll have fresh tortillas at home. Here's my first one, and hold on just a moment. I'm going to try and make this thing go farther. Let me see here. Let's see here, guys. Hold on. Let's see here. I'm trying to see how far it goes. Here's my... You have your rolling pin that you buy at the store. Then we have the makeshift rolling pin, which we call palote. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I like the other one too. And I do once and turn it halfway. Do it again, turn it halfway. It takes about 4 turns, and this is what you come up with, your tortilla. Here you go, guys. Now I'm going to put it on the comal. Let me see if I can. There you go. You can see it rising, the little bubbles rising. But meanwhile, that one's cooking. I'll make my next one. So when that one's ready, my next tortilla is ready to be put on the comal or the griddle. Let's turn it. If you need, you can use a fork or a spatula, a metal spatula to turn it. If you need, because it's pretty warm. And let's see what we come up with here. I remember back in the day, look at this tortilla, guys. Looks pretty round. Back in the day, I remember when I was younger, my first tortilla would always be the one I'd eat with butter. Butter is really good on freshly made tortillas. So here, again, I'm just rolling them out, and wanted to show you how simple it is to make the tortillas. And if we're using 2 cups to make 8, it's not very expensive, guys. And what you can do is you can make them, and you can put them in the refrigerator and put them in the microwave for about a few seconds per tortilla, and it'll be just like if you had just made it. Look at this, guys. I'll do one more, and it has been almost 11 minutes, start to finish, as far as getting all your ingredients and prepping and making the masa. And I have 5 more tortillas to make. So that'll take just a few more minutes and you're done. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like, and I hope that you try it and come back and let me know how your tortillas came out. I just want you to know that I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll come back and work on something to eat, and I'll show you what it is that I do. Bye-bye. Enjoy your tortillas.